In this recording in our series of creating a coordinate system, we will concentrate now on modify by rotation and modify by delta. We've decided that we want our coordinate system at this point, but we want to start doing some modifications, keeping this point as an associative point. The way we do that is simple. Let's first start by modify by rotation. You can see that we can modify around the x, y, or z. How do we change these values? We can either write a value in here, say 10, and when I click on tab, you'll see that it rotated around the x by 10 degrees. There's a reset button here on top, which will bring us back to the original location. I can also change it by clicking flip around X over here. By clicking on this, it'll automatically flip it by 90 degrees. Every click on that rotates it by 90 degrees. Going back to its original, you see it's back over here. You'll also note that once I start rotating it, this area becomes disabled. Flip, you see it is now disabled. Back. When I get back to my original, it's enabled again. Okay, so let's put this at 10 degrees. Now, the moment I start rotating a different axis, say rotate now around my y, and I'll put that at 20 degrees, you'll see that it rotated around y according to the y that was after I rotated my x-axis. In other words, the x-axis is now disabled and stays at 10 degrees. And everything rotating it is around that point. Going back, I can always do reset and everything will go back to my original settings. And the same is for any of them, x, y, or z as well. Click on Z, and you'll see just rotated now around the Z. Back to the original, and we are now back to the original. We have another option at the bottom called Modify Delta, where I can move it from that point in the X, Y, or Z direction. For example, if I were to move it, let's say, in the X direction, minus 10 millimeters, you'll see it'll move 10 millimeters. You'll note that the moment I move it and modify delta, the rotations are now grayed out. I can move it now also in my y. Say I want to have my y at -2. It'll jump down to -2. Bringing it back by reset will bring it back all the way back to its original location. And this is how you can manipulate your coordinate system with modify by rotation or modify by delta. In our next recording, we will talk about the levels of our coordinate system.